Good evening. Happy Sabbath Sunday. 9 more days until the election, right? Um, this election is crucial for us going forward. I think in 9 days the world's going to be at a standstill because not only do we want to know, but the rest of the world wants to know who is going to sit in that office. And this is unlike anything I've ever seen. I've never heard so much hate. I've never seen the country so divided, which it's the point of this whole message that the God, well, he is the God, that God laid on my heart probably 2 weeks ago. But in the book of Mark, what is this? Chapter 3, verse 24, it reads, "If a kingdom is divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house is divided against itself, that house cannot stand." To be a strong nation like we used to be would take unity. But there are people who are planning all out evil things if the candidate doesn't win. And I don't understand that. So God is a sovereign God, and sovereignty means that he's supreme. He has supreme power. He's like supreme authority. And so because he is supreme, absolutely there is no one higher than him. God raises up kings and nations, and it is God's choice. Do we have the responsibility to vote? But in the end, it is God's choice. In Romans 13, verse 1, it reads, "Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. Those who do so will bring judgment on themselves." It is just not the end of the world if Kamala don't get in. It is not the end of the world if Trump don't get in. Life just goes on. You cannot be so focused on these political parties. You cannot be so devoted and dedicated to your party that you just don't even know what's going to happen if they lose, because that shows where your faith lies. I can't say that, oh, the world's going to fall apart if she don't get in, because we don't know. Do we ever know? Do we ever know? I mean, really. Oh my God, if he don't get in. And like, people are angry. They're angry. And how dare you not like that candidate? They don't even want to talk to you anymore, which is fine with me. But how can you be so passionate about people that you really don't know? And they can say anything, really, to get your vote. But if you have a Democratic Party to get in, but the Republican Party has like the authority, they're going to fight. They're going to go against everything that party. The House will still be divided depending on how it is set up. And so picking the president It's just the beginning of things. And since when do we not pray um, that like we should be praying that God will show us who to vote for, because it's his decision anyway. He raises up nations and he brings down nations. What is that? Job 12 and 23 in the ESV. I wrote this down. He makes nations great and he destroys them. He enlarges nations and he leads them away. It is absolutely up to God. And do your part on in 9 days and absolutely know that life goes on, because there's nothing we can do in our own strength that, if it's not in God's will, we can make happen. So take it down a notch.